12:21 a.m. 02:11, which is Saturday, basically, 2023. So I woke up, and once I wake up, it's tough to do. So here's the news according to Google. Headlines: COVID-19 news. See the latest coverage of the coronavirus. U.S. shoots down high altitude object over Alaska at direction of President Biden, White House says. U.S. says it shot down object over Alaska, size of small car. Object shot down over Alaska live. That's CNN 18 News 18 2 hours ago. After U.S. shoots down object over Alaska, Republicans tell Biden, "I told you so." Fox News 7 hours ago. Unidentified flying object near Alaska shot down by U.S. fighter pilot. NBC News 4 hours ago. U.S. downs high altitude object over Alaska. Mike the Fool with the guitar now has TV on. What channel do you think it is? 3. CBS. Well, this one's failing, which is 10. Here's the first commercial. Quick QUVIVIQ. Due to expressing a compression, it's called a espresso machine. Here's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He look like Nano, the thing in your ear. Why don't you have earplugs? That's the first story. Second story, it doesn't move. You have to put the cursor in there and then hit the scroll bar. Second story, exclusive. They're yelling at each other. U.S. exclusive developed message to track China's spy balloon fleet within last year, sources say. U.S. likely to target Chinese entities linked to spy balloon. China spy balloon. U.S. News Live. Children rescued from ruins days after earthquake, but death toll tops 23,700. U.S. aid supports Turkey rescue efforts. VOA News. Ex-National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien is subpoenaed by special counsel on Trump probes. FBI conducts search of Pence's Indiana home. Russia attacks Ukrainian power grid and gains ground east. Russia invasion was unprovoked and unjustified. Poland, Russia versus Ukraine. War update News 10 Live. View full coverage. The IRS updates its guidance for taxpayers who got state relief checks. IRS says California middle class tax return does not need to be reported as taxable. For you, watch the hilarious moments Kiss legend Ace Frehley learned he's never actually won a Grammy Award. Jason Kelsey shares his love of Philly and Hoagies in Wawa's first ever pregame ad. Retired colonel on what he believes high altitude object in NASA could be. She going to hit the floor. She got a cold. I always love this commercial. Size of an automobile rep. Burchett describes object shot down off a key coast. That means Alaska. Jimi Hendrix says the first time the family heard or you experienced it was being blasted by their hippie neighbors. And her dad didn't recognize Jimmy's voice. U.S. John Fetterman is released from hospital. Fetterman recovering after stroke. Labors to adjust to life in the Senate. Texas Attorney General Paxson to pay $3.3 million settlement to whistleblowers. DeSantis declares victory as Disney is stripped of some 56-year-old perks. DeSantis push for control of Disney's special district gets approval from Florida legislator. Alex Murdaugh's wife was worried about money and husband's truthfulness before moving. Housekeeper testifies. Murdaugh trial. Prosecution spars with defense during housekeeper's testimony. Moldova Prime Minister resigns citing crisis caused by Russian aggression. Moldova's pro-Western government collapses as fallout from Ukraine war worsens. Toronto mayor resigns after admitting to affair with staff. He's got a face mask on. Toronto Mayor John Tory resigns after admitting to relationship with city staffer. Full global news 3 hours ago. Few full coverage. Over 23K dead in quake from Turkey and Syria. Live updates. CNN 3 hours ago. Kills over 20K in Syria. See how the news changes? This one, I love this one. And they were the first one to start it. Amsterdam. Yeah, I know that movie specifically. Amsterdam will ban cannabis outdoor and red light districts. Who's George Clooney? Amsterdam is banning marijuana on useless street of red light Newark. Meeting to discuss proposed park across from Newark Reservoir. Kendall Corp aims to partner in Delaware the week ahead. Newark High Play History Lecture. UD buildings reopen after lab safety incident forced evacuation business. Adidas says dropping yes. Yeezy shoes could it cost over $1 billion. Adidas shares tank after company issues warning over unsold Yeezy stock. Lines from too early to tell what pipeline will leak mean for Las Vegas. Gas Purina recalls pet food after two dogs fall sick. Kiss, Chevy, and Mitsubishi beat Toyota in 2023. J.D. Power Dependability Study. Consumer Reports testers ranked the most disappointing cars of 2022. Technology, 7 ways Microsoft AI to make you actually care about men. Who employs criticized CEO Sundar Pichai for rushed bots announcement of GPT competitor bot. Samsung S23 Ultra Revo. How to get Alahomera pick locks in Hogwarts Legacy review. That's Wired Entertainment. It will be that Rihanna won't get paid for Super Bowl halftime show. She's pitching herself over motherhood. Oscars, Super Bowl. Cody Longo, Days of Our Life actor, dead at 34. Goodbye, Cody. Gone. Magic Mike's Last Dance review. Channing Tatum stars and strips one last time. Magic Mike's Last Dance review, a slight but stylish fantasy. Your showrunner on season 4 of the future of Netflix hit. Your season 4, Phoenix Suns NBA buyout market speculation, rumors, candidates, NBA trade out, winners and losers. Katie creates a new super team while the East Elite can celebrate. February 12th, 6:30, Eagles against the Chiefs. Okay, well, they're betting on the Eagles, of course. But the line could change. The over and under, of course, I told you. That's Peyton Jr. Islam Makachev Alexander Volkanovski made championship weight for UFC 284 MMA fight. UFC 284. What is the pay for view? Okay. What is P4PK? Gary Payton's seconds failed physical puts Warriors 14 deal in jeopardy. The glove himself, Gary Payton first. Telescope video shows part of the sun breaking off and forming a vortex, making scientists scratch their live Sunday baffled Sunday as far as sun breaks off, forming a strange crown-like vortex. New models shed light on life's origin, tracing the origin of life. That's 8 minutes of reading news. Amino acids. Cockatoos cannot only use tools, they can carry whole toolkits to trickier jobs, study shows. And Goffin's cockatoo is able to use toolset to compare tasks. Chinese satellite likely shot green laser wall over Hawaii. U.S. News Live. What caused the bright green laser lines across the sky in Hawaii? Health. CDC adds COVID vaccines to list of routine vaccinations for kids and adults. With routine vaccinations, trial of endovascular thrombectomy for large ischemic strokes. Major international study finds thrombectomy highly effective for treatment of large strokes. Norovirus. What happens about symptoms, treatment, and prevention? Get up. Norovirus outbreaks 2023. Which of the U.S. will have it worse? Long-term exposure to air pollution may raise risk of depression later in life. CNN 13 hours.